Sometimes you've got data with a long list of categories, and the chart just turns into a mess. You don't need all of it on screen, you need the important part fast, and a way to adjust it without rebuilding everything. So let's try to solve that with a simple idea, turning a few basic Excel functions into a reusable custom LAMBDA function that prepares clean output for charts. So let's begin. First, let's group the data. Using GROUPBY function, we can take the repeated categories and combine them. We will need to select our categories, our values, select the sum function. Well, we don't need the totals or the headers, so type 0, 0, and the last argument is -2, which means we will sort the last column in descending order. Now let's keep only the top n values. We will use take function. The first argument is our pyro's dynamic array. Select its first cell and type hash symbol. Then select the cell which contains the number of elements we need to keep. These are our main story points. Now let's get the rest. We will use drop function. It's almost the same. 2 arguments, exactly like in the previous function. It removes top n elements and keeps everything else. These are our small contributors. Not useless, but just not important individually. Now we will need to combine the leftovers into others category. I will use the take function once more. We can refer to the previous step, and as the third argument, we can type -1 to get only the last column. Placing it inside the sum function adds all the remaining values into one number. Then we will prepare the last row of our table. hstack creates the row, the others word with the value. And let's combine it all together. We will use vstack function. It will add the top elements and the others row. And now we have a clean chart-ready table. And the interesting part, now that we understand each building block, we can combine everything into one clean formula. And this is where Excel starts feeling powerful. Instead of writing separate formulas across the sheet, we create one structured formula with named steps. Think of let function as giving names to parts of your formula. Instead of repeating long references, we will use the step names. Isolating variables turns a formula from a wall of symbols into a model you can reason about. Most beginners think variables are optional decoration. They are not. They solve real problems. The inputs are categories, values, and number of top values. So you are telling Excel, these are categories, those are values. That's clearer than repeating table references. And if formula breaks, variables help you inspect each step. Grouping step groups products together, sums their sales and sorts largest to smallest. This turns raw transaction data into a ranked summary table. Then we will keep only the first n rows from the group table. The rest returns everything below the top n rows. And the others adds the value from the remaining row into one total. This creates the number used for the others category. By the way, a great idea is to check whether any leftover rows exist. If not, it returns top n only. Otherwise, it adds the others row at the bottom. And for those who want to go one step beyond, you can turn this let formula into your own reusable custom LAMBDA function. That means instead of rebuilding the logic each time, you can create it once and call it like any native function. Just wrap the formula in LAMBDA, define the inputs, and then save it in Name Manager with a name like top n chart. After that, you can use it everywhere you like. I would say it's much cleaner, easier to reuse, and the key takeaway. Powerful Excel solutions usually come from combining simple function with good logic. Start with let to structure your thinking, then move into LAMBDA when you are ready to reuse that logic anywhere. And you can take it even further. Perhaps add blank filtering, ignore zeros, handle ties. Plenty of room to improve it. Thank you for watching, see ya!